Looking for a familiar watch? Well, then you can't go wrong with movie 132 of my 365 movie challenge, Star Wars. That's right, this is Star Wars, the 1977 original, now called A New Hope. I was doing this as part of what I'm going to be doing Star Wars Saturday, where I'll just watch one of the Star Wars film in the order, my preferred order, as we go along through the trilogy, and maybe we'll get some of the other films in there as well. Now, I'm a big Star Wars fan. Everything that can possibly be said has been said about Star Wars, so what am I going to say to you? I want to talk about something I've talked about in a previous reel, but the importance of sound in a film. Because something when you watch Star Wars, obviously there are the great visuals and the fantastic story and characters, but if you ask me, it's really the sound that is the glue that keeps the film together. And in so many films, we pay so much attention to the visuals and to the story and the characters, and rightfully so, but let's take a moment to think about sound. George Lucas, I remember reading a quote one time where he said he spent just as much time thinking about what space sounded like as he did to what space looked like. And that's pretty remarkable, because if you think about the amount of practical visual effects that are in this film, the models and the planets and all of that, explosions, that he was spending just as much time thinking about sound. But you can't imagine Star Wars without its sound. The sound of the lightsaber, the sound of TIE fighters screeching across the screen, of the explosions. All of this is pretty amazing, and it's what makes Star Wars, not to mention John Williams' fantastic score. A lot of the sound design in Star Wars can be thanks to Ben Burtt, who invented a lot of these sounds. The sound of the lightsaber, the sound of the lasers, which was, just like hammering some sort of taut wire. It wouldn't be Star Wars without those sounds. You can't imagine it. So next time you're watching Star Wars, or any film for that matter, take a moment to appreciate the sound, because it's really what transports you into the world of the movie. All right, I'll see you in the next one, and may the Force be with you.